Are you considering a move to Huntington, West Virginia, but you're curious about what the cost is to actually live here? Well, stay tuned because that's exactly what we're about to explore. My name is Justin Dickey, and I'm your go-to Huntington, West Virginia real estate agent. But more importantly, I'm a lifelong resident of this thriving community. If you're interested in making a move to Huntington or the surrounding areas, don't hesitate to contact me. I always leave my information in the description below, so give me a call, text, email, whatever floats your boat. Also, if you have any additional questions, feel free to contact me or leave a comment. I'd be honored to help you. So, since I am a real estate agent, let's go ahead and start there and figure out how much it is to rent or purchase a home here in Huntington, West Virginia. So let's go ahead and talk about the rental market here in Huntington. According to the Zillow rental manager, for any size of rental property across all home types, the median rent is $795,000. Not thousands, but $795 per month. And all home types just means houses, townhomes, apartments, and condos. And then we can easily change this. If you want a one bedroom, you're looking at $717 per month. A two bedroom would be $795 per month. And a three bedroom would be $1,295 per month. This is a median estimate pretty much from the data that Zillow has. If you're looking to purchase a home here in Huntington, let's take a quick peek just at a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home that have sold throughout the city from January 1st up until about mid-October this year. With that criteria in Huntington, 107 homes have sold since the beginning of the year, and that gives us a median home value of $165,000, while the average is just slightly more. So compared to monthly rent cost, what does that look like? Well, let's hop on Google and check out a mortgage loan calculator. For this example, I'm going to include the taxes and fees because you should consider it. Here's the median home value that I entered, and this is assuming you have a 20% down payment and you get an interest rate of 8%. Assuming that these are accurate as well, your monthly loan payment would be just under $1,200. Now, not everyone has a 20% down payment saved up, so maybe let's consider a 3%. Let's do 3.5. So down payment of just under $6,000, and you'll see that your monthly payment does exceed that of what you might be paying for rent, but it's your own. And any payment that you make towards the mortgage is considered a mandatory savings because you're building equity. And we shouldn't assume, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's assume that the value of your home goes up, boom, appreciation, more. For a lot of people, transportation costs might be a concern to them. If you don't have your own vehicle, you may find yourself on the TTA often, which is our bus line. And for $1, that gets you to about anywhere you need to go. However, if you go just out of city limits or into, you are going to be charged an extra quarter. Also, between Milton and Cloden as well, which is east of Huntington. Now, if you do have your own vehicle, you're going to be concerned about gas prices. Well, currently in Huntington, West Virginia, gas prices sit at about $3.20. Looking here, you'll see that this is actually in Ohio, which is right across the bridge in South Point. So Walmart, Huntington, cheapest gas, $3.13 at the time of recording, which was mid-October. Compare that to some other places you might be coming from. Let's look at California. And I actually just lived in San Diego for a few months. So San Diego gas prices, you're looking at $4.80 plus, depending on where you get it. It hurts. Okay, you're not coming from California. You're coming from good old Sunshine State, Florida. Okay, Florida's gas prices, they don't seem too bad actually. Not gonna lie. Let's look at one more state to compare gas prices. Let's check out New York. Let's go to the city. All right, still, gas prices are slightly better there than they are here, but ours aren't outrageous. So another consideration in terms of cost of living is how much is your food going to cost. So we're going to take a peek at maybe grocery prices as well as what it costs to eat out. So for that, I hopped on Numbeo and we can check out some of the prices that people are suggesting. So meal, inexpensive restaurant, $11. I'm not going to read through all these. You can kind of pause the screen if you want so you can see generally how much something might be at the supermarket. There is one thing I want to note here. Meal for 2 people, mid-range restaurant, 3-course, $30. There's no way. I think for 2 people, a 3-course meal, you're looking at least $60. But going down the list here, everything else looks pretty accurate, at least what I'm used to and what I buy. Something else to think about while considering cost of living would be the monthly utilities. It's a reoccurring cost, and sometimes it can be high. According to the data that Numbeo has, they believe that utilities for electricity, heating, cooling, water, and garbage for a 915 square foot apartment would be roughly $200 per month. And I agree with that. I would expect maybe the gas bill to go up in the winter as you're trying to stay warm. A monthly phone plan of $43. If you have a monthly phone plan on a budget, I think this is maybe what you're looking at. But if you have the latest smartphone with unlimited data, you're probably looking at like $70, $80 per month. And in terms of internet, we actually just switched to Frontier Fiber Optic, which provides a gigabit of upload and download speed, and it is exactly $60. I didn't plan on mentioning a gym membership, but since it's here on Numbeo, I'll go ahead and talk about this $10 a month. I know Planet Fitness has it for about $10 or $15 a month, but does anyone else have rates so low? Still speaking of utilities, the Cabell County, West Virginia electricity rates and statistics here show that Cabell County has a monthly electric bill of about $171 per month. I find that to be a little bit high. I don't believe ours is that high here. And according to Natural Gas Local, the rates in Huntington are about 3.1% less than the average price in the US. And that is about $21 per 1,000 cubic feet of gas they use. The final topic that I like to talk about in determining the cost of living here in Huntington is childcare. So we're back here on Numbeo again for this data, and it's showing that on average for preschool or kindergarten, for full day, monthly cost is about a little over $800 per month. Now, I have some other resources that I'd like to share with you in regards to childcare costs. Here, I have another source of data to help you kind of get a ballpark figure of how much childcare is going to cost. So, according to their data here on Care Lulu, it is roughly $556 per month on average for a full-time daycare. And then one final example to help you determine childcare costs. Let's head on over to the YMCA. They actually have a chart for how much they charge full-time toddler. It's the most expensive one. You're looking at $130 a week, and that's pretty much on par with what the Care Lulu website was saying, at just over $500 per month. So as far as individual topics go, that's all I want to talk about. But I want to show you 3 more websites that have data on the cost of living here in Huntington. And this first one here is bestplaces.net, and they put it in a chart. Here is Huntington, West Virginia, and the USA displayed. The USA number is 100 all the way down because that is the average. So when looking at the number over here for Huntington, we want this to be lower because that means it would be more affordable to live here. So overall, Huntington is more affordable than the national average. And you'll see going down each category of grocery, health, housing, etc. They're almost all lower except healthcare. They have it at $133. So that means it's more expensive here in Huntington compared to the United States average. And miscellaneous in terms of repairs, entertainment, clothing, restaurants, they also have it as a little bit more as unaffordable compared to the national average. Now, this is according to their data. So moving on from this one, let's check out the second website for a little bit of comparing and contrasting. They also use the same index to kind of show the comparison of the cost of living here compared to the national average. But you'll see here their data is a little bit different. In the categories on their website, Huntington is below the national average in all regards, except groceries, which is an exact tie. So if we trust these 2 sources, we can say that Huntington is more affordable than the national average. The third website that I'm going to show off is salary.com. Right here at the top, it does show that Huntington, West Virginia is about 5% lower than the national average. This one doesn't use the same index based on 100 as the other two did, but you'll see that it compares to the national average down here, and then also comparing to other major cities. So compared to San Francisco, we are 86% more affordable. And then New York, of course, super expensive there. We've got it going on. And surprisingly, I would think Miami would be super expensive, but it's only a little bit more expensive than us. And right here in expense categories, you can see that we come in as more affordable compared to the national average in all of them. Well, I hope this video gave you a little insight on how much money you're going to have to bring to the table in your unique situation. If you have any further questions about Huntington or the surrounding areas, please feel free to reach out to me. Give me a call, text, email, whatever you want. Also, if you have any feedback on this video or my channel in general, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. I would love to get your opinion. If you found this video to be helpful or at least appreciate my efforts, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe if you want to learn more about Huntington. I'll be creating more videos about real estate, some local highlights, and maybe some things you didn't know about the city. So I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.